Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're a new subscriber, listen, you have made the best decision ever. Listen, like, why would you not want to come to this lovely place? Like, why would you not? Anyways, as you can tell by the title, today is a video about my life update, personal growth, chit chat, why and how I started my channel, official intro to my channel, because a lot of you guys don't necessarily have, and like you're not necessarily familiar with my channel because I haven't actually sat down and done an official intro, and this is sort of kind of like a get to know me tag, right? So yeah, if you are interested, can you please take 2 seconds just to subscribe. So the actual reason for this video is because I wanted my subscribers to know me on a better level, not necessarily personal because it's kind of unrealistic to ask for, but to know me on a better level, like to get to know me better basically, and to kind of understand who I am as a YouTuber and so on. So, the first thing I'm going to speak about is why and how I started my channel. So, I remember when I was in grade 8, yeah, I was 14. When I was in grade 8, I was like, listen, I want to hop on this YouTube thing. I want to do it. It's amazing. I love it. Listen, let's do this. But the only thing that prevented me from doing it was one, resources and self-motivation. So the resources plays a very huge role in terms of where you actually go with your channel, because I remember I wanted to start it again in grade 10 and I was like, I don't have the resources, I don't have a proper phone, I don't have a camera, those things are really expensive, where the hell am I going to get that money? And self-motivation again. But in grade 8 it wasn't so much because I was not necessarily focused on it. But then in grade 10, when I turned 16, I literally even put it on my vision board that I need to start a channel, and I was like so determined for like 3 months or so. I was determined on starting my channel in grade 10, but when it was time for me to actually do it, I was like, I literally froze. I literally froze. And I think the reason for that was because I was like, I was doubting myself a lot, and I wasn't as good in makeup as I am now. But I really feel like I should have just started it, but I don't have regrets. It's fine. So in grade 10, yeah, guys, 2018 was the most horrible year ever. I'm going to show you guys a picture of my vision board somewhere on the screen. So in grade 10, I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's start this channel. I tell a few of my friends about it, and most of them were like, why? Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you waste your time on doing something that is so far-fetched, right? And then it also played a huge role in how confident I was about myself. And funny enough, a lot of people would think that I'm a very confident person. I am this person that is like, who knows what they're doing. I do kind of radiate that energy a lot of the time. I am confident. I am straight up. I don't necessarily shy away from a lot of things. So when I don't feel like things are right, I'm gonna speak. I'm very vocal. Like, if you don't like me, it doesn't really bother me that much, right? But I don't know, like grade 10 was a really hard year. Sorry, I didn't shave my armpits. But grade 10 was a really hard year. I was like going through the most. So that kind of prevented me from starting my channel, and I was like, what do we do now? Let's just chill, because what is the point of doing this if I don't have the resources, I don't have the skills, like the makeup skills and all of that. I don't have the time. And in grade 10, that's when I started taking extra subjects. So everything was literally here, like everything was piling up. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. And I think another thing was family support. I didn't necessarily feel like I could approach anyone in my family and tell them about my channel. But that's because I was assuming I couldn't until I actually told my sister that I want to start a channel. And she was like the most supportive person ever. So I was in this dark hole and I was like, not trying to get out. So in grade 11, I didn't necessarily take that experience seriously because I was like, let's just move. Like, we'll see later. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's just move. So then I moved and I was like, no, 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 it's not working. It's not working. So last year, I think around June or something like that, I started my channel like officially. I went on YouTube, started my channel, had a whole name and all those things. And at that time on Instagram and on YouTube, my name was Notorious. And it was okay, the background of this name, like the whole story about this name was because I was having a really hard time in high school and I was like that girl who was known for all of these bad things. And that's like the definition of notorious, right? A whole lot of people, when you be like tabang, they'll be like, tabang. You know, I got into that school and I was messed up. I was like this girl with an attitude, and I still am grade 8, but that's not the point. So that's where the name came about, and a whole lot of friends, if I should call them that, did not necessarily understand my character because I was that person who was just almost demoralized. That's what they labeled me. Like, I don't understand because I think I was just being myself and I was being very true to myself, and I was not necessarily conforming to a whole lot of rules and regulations, norms and standards that were being placed in the school. I was that free spirited child basically. So that's where the name came about, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna name myself Notorious because what it do. But when I started thinking about it, I'm like, actually I'm trying to deviate from this whole character of people thinking that I'm this demoralized child. So that's the reason why it was no dot torious. When you say it all together, it was notorious, but it's not, no, like I'm negating that whole character that people perceive me as. That was the whole just around the name. That was like my idea. And then when did I change my Instagram? Last year in December or something like that. Yeah, last year in December, that's when I changed my Instagram to Ki Oleboheng, which is my second name. Oleboheng is my second name. And Ki means it's in Sesotho, Setswana, Sepedi, yeah, something like that. So I was like, you know what, because I not only am I trying to start a new chapter, but I'm also trying to build a character that is not so fuck everyone, fuck this, fuck that, you know. I was not trying to be that person anymore because it was not working for me because I lost a whole lot of friends. And I'm kind of glad that I lost some of the people that I lost in my life, but there's a certain, like, there's a handful of people that I really wish I did not lose in my life. And one of them was a friend that meant the absolute most to me, but now we can never really go back to where we were at because of me being that person who was like, fuck it, I don't care kind of person. So yeah, that was really messed up. So anyways, I was like, I'm trying to build a new person, I'm trying to become a better person. I'm not necessarily trying to change myself because I'm still the good old tabang that a whole lot of people know. I just am more, what's the word? I'm just more, I don't know, like I'm just more less fuck it and more like I wonder why this person feels this way. You know, because you can't necessarily care about what everyone thinks about you. I mean, it's kind of impossible. But you need to also understand that there are certain people that shape who you are. And if you kind of push those people away, then where do you end up? So that was why I started my channel and why I changed my name from Notorious to Ke Olebogeng. Um, it was a hard decision because I was like, this is my identity, this is who I am. Why do I have to change my name for what I'm perceived as in society, you know? And I spoke to somebody who has a very special place in my heart, and she literally told me, she was like, a lot of people are gonna now, like, now imagine if I'm approaching a company or something and I'm using my Instagram and they're gonna be like, Notorious, really? I mean, why would we want to associate ourselves with somebody who's named Notorious, right? And I figured that it's kind of gonna block certain things coming my way because I would be like so stubborn about the whole thing. And at the time, I was not necessarily open to change. So when I changed my name, I was like, okay, it's fine. Let us let go of all of that bad negative energy that we had. It is out the window, and we're being good people to other people. Um, okay, I think this is the right time to actually now say my full name. So, I feel like this was supposed to be in the beginning, but it's fine. So, my full name is Tabang Olebogeng Poko. A lot of people pronounce my surname wrong, but it's okay. And I am 18 years old. What it's do? I'm 18 years old and I am in matric. I go to UJ Metropolitan Academy, but it's fine. We survive. And yeah, I'm like this all the time. Like, I'm very bubbly, I'm very loud. Those who know who I am and how I am. I'm very, I would like to say I'm very mature for my age because I really grew up fast. Yeah. And I've dated guys that are older than me. Yeah. Anyways, so a life update. So I've been MIA on the streets of YouTube, right? So my first video was actually supposed to be a get ready with me, right? And this was a get ready with me and chit chat on how and why I started my channel, basically similar to this, but while I'm doing my makeup, because I was trying to primarily base my channel on beauty and lifestyle, but I also want to incorporate a lot of things that I as a teenager go through that a lot of people don't think they have others who can relate to what they're going through. So that's the whole reason why I wanted to incorporate a whole lot of other elements to my channel, right? Basically, my channel, I wanted it to be what I wish I knew then that I know now. Like, for example, it's okay to love makeup at 16. It's okay, okay? Don't let anybody tell you weird things. Because I think another reason why I had such low self-esteem in terms of starting my channel, not necessarily in terms of other things, but in terms of my channel per se, it was because it was highly discouraged among my family members. Most of them were like, you're too young to be wearing makeup. Why would you be wearing makeup? Wadi. And I was like, oh my word, can we stop? Can we not have this conversation, you know? And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna do me, basically. So yeah, um, that's the whole basis of my channel. So the reason why I did not upload that get ready with me was because why didn't I? Hey, oh, I think I prolonged the process because I was like, nah, I edited and all those things. Okay, wait, I'm gonna rant a little bit. I struggled with editing. I struggled so much. Like, guys, it was the pits. I had to ask so many people. I even tried DMing YouTubers and they just did not respond. And I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm not going to name and shame them. I'm not going to do that. But it's so sad how you literally support certain people from when they had 10K and then they go bah, all the way to 50K. But where is the love, you know? I'm just saying, guys, I'm just saying, I'm really not trying to name and shame anybody, but I mean, how could you forget your audience? Because you need to remember that you are there because there's an audience that keeps on watching your videos and keeps on supporting your content and all those things. So, okay, cool. So the reason why I didn't upload that video was because I was like struggling with editing. But when I finally edited it and it was like proper, I was like, what do we do now? Do I post it now? How do I even market myself after posting? Because then posting it isn't a problem. Like, fine, cool, it's there. And then what happens after that? Like, are they even gonna watch? What if my quality is not that good? Like, what if it's blurry? What if I speak too fast? What if I look ugly? And I had short hair at the time, which was something like I took the decision to cut my hair last year. Not because I wanted to, because I had to. Like, my hairline was shit, ta ta ta. But it's cool. It's cool. Like, I played myself. I did braids that finished my hairline, but it's fine. But then I actually started realizing that I need to love myself genuinely. I shouldn't just love myself when I have long hair, you know. I need to love myself bold. I need to love myself fat. I need to love myself skinny and all those other things. That's the kind of thing that I went through. So I had high insecurities, and I was like, what if people don't actually like this video? What if they don't like me? And I'm not a person that goes around seeking for validation and people liking her. I'm not that kind of girl. But at that time I was like, why am I feeling this way? Like, why am I feeling the need to be liked, to be watched on YouTube? Like, and that's how I felt. So I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna check this video out, you know, like I'm not gonna put it, like it's not gonna be part of my channel anymore. And it's weird how I still have it, like it's there, it's all edited and all, but I still haven't uploaded it, and it's quite long. Like, which beginner, like who starts a video, who starts a channel rather, with a video that is 40 minutes long? Like, who? So that's another thing that was like, why would you do that? Like, why would you start a channel that is with a video that is so long? So I was like, it's okay, cool. That was supposed to be my first video, and then later on I decided that if I really don't start this channel, then if I don't start it now, then I won't. So then I uploaded my first vlog, which you should have watched. If you're watching this, then you should have watched the first vlog. Honestly, you really should have. So yeah, basically I've learned how to trust in myself, even though I don't necessarily have the best of everything. Like, it's okay, because I know for a fact I'm very like analytic. I'm a critic at heart. So when I'm watching other people's things, I'll be like to myself, "Ooh, come see! Ooh, look at this! Ooh, look at that!" And I realized that I need to stop doing that, because people probably put their all into something, and then because people are so judgmental, like at this day and age, a lot of people are judgmental, and because people like that, those people don't necessarily get to shine, because we're always like pinpointing every single mistake that they do. And I started realizing that we're all human. Listen, we all make mistakes, we all start somewhere, and if you don't start, that's what makes you different from somebody who's winning in the game or in this journey. It's because they actually started and they did not turn back. So that's what I realized. I was like, if I don't start, then chances are I'm never going to realize. Because I also had another video, I edited it, and I was like, oh, I ain't happy, my hairline looks fucked up. And I was like, oh, mara Miguel, like, when are we actually going to upload this video if you keep on criticizing yourself so much. And I was being way too hard on myself, and I was like, I'm actually not gonna achieve anything if I keep on pinpointing every single mistake that I make. It's okay, make the mistake, learn from it. Next time, put more effort into the video, put more energy, have more interaction. Because I think that's another thing I struggled with. I talk a lot. I talk, but at that point, I was like, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And I was like, how mo babes, why are you so shy? What's going on? Speaking a lot. So basically oh yeah, I was busy saying that I was MIA on the tube. That was because grade 12 has been consuming my energy. Like, it has been unnecessary, honestly, because at some point I was like, are we even gonna make it? And I know it's only been like 3 months into the year, I know, but when you get to a point where you like really working as hard as you can, but sometimes the rewards aren't coming the way you want them to. They're coming slowly but surely, but not the way you want them to. And another thing that I had to realize was that I should have actually taught myself a whole lot of things last year that I need this year, but because I need to teach myself and do them this year, it's a lot harder for somebody who's learned self-discipline, motivation, not procrastinating. That, like, if they learned all those things last year, it's so much easier for them this year. But last year I was in this dark hole of self-doubt half of the time, and it may sound like something that does not sound like Tabang. Like, it sounds like, what, self-doubt? Tabang, she's so confident, she's like the girl, which it comes out sometimes, but then there's times where I like literally sit alone and I'm just like thing. And the school that I'm in, yeah, it was very hard for a really long time. Like, it was absolutely difficult, and I was like, I actually don't like being here. Like, why am I here? Like, why should I be here? Because this relationship is not working. But then I started realizing that instead of me being negative, let me just focus on what can I do, what can I get out of this place, instead of, yeah, this, yeah, that, like I said earlier, pinpointing every single mistake about certain things doesn't necessarily make, it's not going to make it better. Like, just work with what you have. And I realized that late. I think the reason why I don't want to critique myself that much anymore, it's because I've been through the point where I critiqued every single thing about myself and I didn't actually grow. And I feel like growth happens when you also allow yourself to make mistakes and just move forward from that. So that's like the personal growth part of I think it includes my channel, but my life, and my life is actually my channel. So that's what happened, and I was like, oh, I'm probably not having most of the fun I want to have in my grade 11 year or anything like that. But that's because I was in the dark hole. And so yeah, okay, let me just explain the way forward in terms of my channel. I am planning on, like I said, primarily basing my channel on beauty and lifestyle. So makeup videos, how to take care of yourself, your skin, and all of those things. I mean, I like being pretty. I really do. So I like, that's the future for my channel. That's what I'm looking into. But I really like, when I say I like looking pretty. That means I'm also going to incorporate fashion videos eventually. Eventually in my channel there's going to be some fashion ideas and all those things. I'm not necessarily going to be focusing a lot on fashion because it's not my strongest point. I mean, I love it, but it's not my strongest point. I think my strongest point is beauty, so I'm going to be primarily basing my channel on beauty. Then everything else that comes in, excuse me, there and there is just going to be a part of me that I want to share with my audience, and a part of me that I really think should be on my channel because it's something that I would love my audience to know about, you know. So, like for example, my first vlog was about my organization with my partner that we started, and I really felt like it was essential for me to post it, especially at the time because it was the beginning of the year and it meant a lot to me, especially what we were discussing at the what is it called, at the solution session. Yeah, so things like that, I think you guys could expect to see more of that. I will try to vlog a lot of the things, like a lot of the events that I attend. If I do attend any of those events, I will try vlog that. And honestly, I will try to be as consistent as possible, but it's kind of hard because I have to focus on my schoolwork, and I also have to give myself time to rest as a human because this was so much fun. I actually should do more of these. I really should. Now I'm just ranting and I'm talking too much. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. It is highly appreciated. I absolutely love what I'm doing. It's amazing. Like the feeling that I get after speaking to the camera, it just gives me so much joy. Like I feel so happy. Like it could literally change my whole day. Honestly, I am so grateful to be doing this. Thank you so much, guys. Literally, I can't show or say how thankful I am. But thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. You need to subscribe. Okay? So you can become a part of the Ke O Lebogang family.